Hi guys, Toni here from Moves. So I've got some toning type exercises that you can do, some strengthening and toning exercises. Because everybody's needs are different, rather than set you a specific workout, I'll take you through a bunch of exercises, tell you what muscle part it's going to be working, or what muscle group, what area it's going to be working, and then just choose one or two from each area that suits you, that's appropriate for your needs, taking into account whatever injuries or whatever you have. Okay, so let's just start with a band. I don't know what equipment you have, so I'll try and make it relevant to whatever you're going to find around at home. Joey did recommend, and she's tried it out, using a little watering cans that have the measurement marks on it. 1 kilo, 1 litre, pretty much around about 1 kilo of water. So if you want to use 1 kilo, you hold your watering can very carefully. Doing squats, you're going to have to keep a nice and strong tummy, otherwise you're going to get splashed. If you want 2 kilos, you're going to put in 2 litres of water. Work it up by that way. Same thing goes into a drink bottle, filling a drink bottle with water. 1 litre of water is going to eat about 1 kilo, 2 litres about 2, and take it up from there, okay? So yeah, that just gives you a little bit of guide of different things you can use to work with, okay? I'm going to use a band today, but of course you could use some of that stretchy band stuff, any sort of band or elastic bands you've got. Even dig into the sewing kit and pull out some band if you've got some elastic band stuff. You can work it with that. Doesn't have to be fancy. This is where we start to get creative around the home. Okay, so I'll do some with a band, and then I'll show you options of the same exercise without a band, doing it with weights. Okay, so let's start with a bicep curl. So using a band, we would stand on our piece of elastic or our band, and you're just going to hold the end. So whether you're holding here or holding handles, you're going to bring them shoulders, legs, shoulders, legs. So I'm keeping my elbows nice and tucked into my sides, so they're not hugging my sides for support, but they're staying in nice and calm so that they stay there. As soon as they start to come forward here, we start to use our shoulder. So this is a bicep exercise using here. So we're just going to curl in here at our shoulder. So again, the same thing, you could do one at a time, which is going to incorporate abdominal work so that you're keeping nice and still. So single arm or double arm, your choice. Okay, so that's with a band. That's bicep curl with a band. Bicep curl, of course, you can do dumbbells, same thing. Don't have dumbbells, a couple of cans in the cupboard. Lots of things you can use. Okay, rightio. Next exercise I'm going to do for triceps. So that was biceps, front of the arms. Now we're going to do some tricep work for the back of our arm. With a band, if you've got a bit of band, you can stand on one end. So same hand as the leg that's standing on your band, and you step in front, hold on to your band, because I know a lot of you that do tone have got your own bands at home. Keeping the elbow tucked in close, about eye level, you're just going to extend it up there. So I'm holding that band at the back, creating tension. So if you don't have a long band like that, you could just hold a piece of elastic behind and kick it up from here. Same deal, okay? Same thing with a can or a dumbbell. Stay nice and still, tummy on strong. You can extend here. Okay, of course, if you're using weights or your cans, you could do both arms together. A little bit more stable, but remember, you might have to do twice as many. Okay, rightio. So that's our triceps. The other exercise we could do is a tricep kickback. Hold your piece of elastic at your hip, hold the end, and you're going to kick back up here. Okay, so making sure that we stay square, try not to turn too much, stay square from here. Same thing, of course, can be done kneeling down, kicking back with your hand weights or dumbbells. or your cans of food, kicking back. So that's a tricep kickback, or your overhead extensions, two things. Of course, also, you could do a tricep push down where you hook your band or elastic over the top of the door or door handle or something, and you're going to pull down on that band. Or you can get somebody to hold it up nice and tight. As long as you stay 1.5 meters apart, you'll be fine. Cool. Then what do we got? Squats. Let's focus on legs. So on our squats, we've done squats. Our main thing we need to look for when we do squats is making sure that our knee stays safely behind our toe. Once they come forward, we start to put pressure on the front of our knee, the patella. So we're here, tummy on nice and tight, and you're gonna sink your butt back. So you've got a chair. So you could even do it with your chair. Tap the chair, come up. Tap the chair, come up. And if you're tending to fold in here, try folding your arms at the front or bring your elbows up at the front here as you sit down. That'll help you keep your chest up. Okay, cool. So that's in our squats. We try not to go much any lower than our knees, just again for protection with our knees. You could do the same thing, holding your chair and doing your squats. Okay, cool. Lots of stuff. We could also pop a balloon or a ball between your knees and you do your squats there. You could even throw in some calf raises as well at the same time. Beautiful. So that's quads, squats. There are some squats, of course, you could do with your band. If you've bought this lovely piece of equipment and you want to get as much piece of use out of it as you can, squat and raise, squat and raise, or squat, raise. Lots of things you can do. Okay, so that's squats. Lunges, of course, making sure that we protect our knees and hips. Knee will sit directly below your hip, which is also in line with our shoulder. So you've got one nice line right through and just drop down and up. If you start to go forward or start to go back or start to twist, perhaps you've gone too far. So you need to go according to your abilities of maintaining good technique. Knee under hip, hip under shoulder, drop down, come up. Drop down, come up. That's all you need to do. Okay, so that's our lunges. That's your safe lunges. You can use lunges, back stepping lunges, or forward stepping lunges, out, down, back. Lots of different choices. You can do weighted lunges, holding your cans. If you're using weights in an unsupervised situation, we might be safer to set our alignment of our feet, hip distance apart, slide it back so you're on tram tracks, stay up nice and tall, and stay static when you do those lunges. Okay, if you're using weights or hand weights or something heavy, hold a couple of bricks if you want. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. What else we got? Calf work. Use the back of your chair, feet hip distance apart. Okay, so we train all the angles of our calf. So we want to head straight up towards the roof rather than forward in over your chair. So you're heading straight up and down. We can change the angle of our feet, and it just changes where it works on the belly of the muscle. So turning the feet out, a little bit like a ballerina, so that your feet going in that angle. Stay nice and supported, holding your chair, so you're moving straight up and down and you're not worried about balance, okay? So angle number one is feet straight. Angle number two, feet turned out. Angle number three, targeting the outer edge of your calf muscle. is lifting straight up and down here. So turn the toes in a little. So you can work all those 3 angles and get some good work. That's on the calf. Working on the front of your muscle here. Nothing like sitting down and tapping your feet to the beat of the music. You can sit in a chair to tap your feet. That's working down through the front of your legs, okay? Important muscle to keep control of. What else we got? Let's go to shoulders. We can do some shoulder work, okay? Using your band, you could stand on your band, hand under, so the band travels behind your arm, and push it up. Pushing up from there. So from here, pushing up. You could also lean out, so my toes pointing pretty much in the same direction. Weight into this front leg, knee safely behind toe. Start with your hand at your shoulder and push up here. So you're getting nice and strong through your shoulder. So we want to aim towards the roof. Try not to aim out here. We want to aim up towards, on an angle towards the roof. Getting a nice line from your heel right through to your hand. Beautiful. That's good, safe work for your shoulders. Same thing, of course, can be done with your hand weights or your cans of food or whatever you're holding and pushing up there. That's working our shoulder. We can also work our shoulders with side raises. You'll notice that my elbow is no higher than my shoulder. So we don't want to come up here doing amazing things. We want to come nice and level and safe. Nice right angle at my elbow, and it stays at a right angle. Okay, so we don't come up like this. We keep that right angle and tuck it in. So whether you only come to here, here, or here, as long as it's no higher than the shoulder, it's all good work for our shoulder. If you have rotator cuff issues, probably not the best one to be doing. You're more better to do this sort of stuff, where you keep your elbow tucked at your side, open the door, and close the door. Open, close. Cool. So that's just looking after the shoulder. Great work. Also, you could be doing your upright rows. Again, if you've got your bands that you want to make use of, stand on the band, hands face the body, elbows lift. Again, no need to go any higher than the shoulder. So just bring those hands to chest height, but you want to try and make sure that your elbow is higher than your hand. Okay, that's going to activate that shoulder properly. Lifting and down. Okay, upright rows. That's again another shoulder exercise without going above the head. So you're pretty cool there. Let me think. We could also, you could add in some shoulder stuff using your bicep raise. So bicep raise comes up with the elbow. So a bicep curl comes in here. Bicep raise is going to lift up, still at that right angle. Then we can work the shoulders out here, bring them back and bring them down, still on a right angle. So you'll notice the arm stays at a right angle the whole time. So that you can do those with weights. We could even do them with lunges. Out, in, back. Okay, and you can even add a couple together. Add 3, 2, 1, back. 1, 2, 3, and back. Okay, maintaining good technique. That's our vital importance. Same thing, of course, can be done with your band. Stepping 1 foot on, 1 foot back. Again, the right angle. Lifts up, open the door, close the door, come back. Down, out, in. Adding a couple together if you want to add those lunges. 2, 3, back. Beautiful. Cool. I reckon that's enough for your shoulders. Let's go with some actually here, a little bit of back stuff. While you're around the yard gardening, we can do some work, bending and lifting. Okay, so picking up, fill up a bucket of water, foot back, knee is bent, then pick up the bucket as you straighten your leg. Lift and down. Again, can be done with a band, with a bucket, with a hand weight. You create your tension with your band by how much band you put under your foot. Okay, just imagine you're lifting a suitcase while you're balanced on one leg. Leave the leg on the floor. Keep the leg still, work the arm. Is working back into our triceps again, and back into our back as a row. Okay, but by bending and lifting that leg, we're working our leg and we're working our core for balance. Okay, what else have we got? So, I don't want to over confuse you with too many things. We can do a little side squat here and in, squats and in. I should have put these in our squatty part. Squats, side squats. Same thing we can do if you have the band or your piece of elastic out of your sewing kit. Feet on, take your band, cross it over or uncrossed, doesn't have to be crossed depending on the length of band that you've got. Cross it over, pop it on your hips, and we can do some side steps or squat steps. We can hook our feet in our band, tummy on tight, supporting knees slightly bent, do some kickbacks. So you're in control there. Or side lifts. When I do my side lifts, make sure you don't tip. You gotta stay nice and tall, tummy on tight, lifting to the side. Beautiful, okay? So that's all work for your butt and your hip strength. So important to keep those hips strong. What else have we got? Some little taps. So again, those same things, doing side lifts, supporting leg, still gonna work in through your hip and create hip strength. Okay, back strength. Same thing can be done here because it's not so much about the balance and the control, it's more about the control. So rather than lose balance doing this, you're better to maintain good form, squeezing into our butt, working into our side. Notice there's a soft bend, just a slight bend in my knee. That's what's protecting my knee joint and my hip joint. Okay, so important. What else did I have on my list? Side squats, suitcase lifts, Bicep Raise. I reckon we're just about done. Upright row with bands, dead bands. Your deadlifts, dead rows, same thing. Weights, hand weights, cans, bend, pull, down, stand up. Bend, nice long back, pull it into your belly, let them long and stand up. Straight arm, bend it, straighten it, stand. Cool, that's a dead row. Same thing done with your bands, of course. Crossed over, come down, pull, in, stand. Cool. Okay, I reckon we're done with enough toning stuff. There is some abdominal work we could add in. I could show you some abs. Yeah, let's show you some abs. You don't mind laying down. I know a lot of you don't like laying on the floor in our aerobic studio. Woohoo! You can lay on your nice comfy carpet at home. Okay, so laying on your floor at home or on your mat that you prepared earlier. Here's one, got a nice mat prepared earlier. Few key things to focus with when we do abdominal work. Tummy is nice and strong and pull your belly button in to engage your belly and keeping your lower back nice and close to the floor. So we don't want to accentuate and push it against the floor, just to relax against the floor. Hands can sit on your legs and just slide up towards your knees. We need to be careful of our neck, that we're not doing this and straining in our neck. So if you find you're tending to lift your head more than your body, pop your hands here or support your head in your hand and just let the head fall back into your hand. So you're holding the weight of your head. We're not pushing the head. Just feel it cupping and supporting your neck. Okay, little crunches, safe crunches we can do at home. We're going to focus on our breath. So in this time that we're not at the gym, you're all going to come back with this beautiful breath control because you're not scared to make that sound at home, but I know a lot of you don't like doing it in the aerobic room. So breathe out as we come up and inhale as you come down. Breathe out and breathe in. You don't have to come high to engage those abs, okay? So looking after hips, neck, shoulders, back, all those things, we're going to keep them smaller range and then just build our levels of intensity. You might lift one leg and back and back. That level, or both feet. I want to make sure my knees aren't coming in if I want to really engage the lower part of my tummy here and sliding up. Breathe out, coming down, breathe in. Breathe out. So those legs could lower if you want. As you come down, come up and down. As long as you're maintaining that lower back close to the ground. If it starts to arch right up, pull it back a level. Stick with what's going to be really good technique. Okay, so you can build all things that we've done in the classes that you've been coming to, lifting up till you can extend. Okay, some side stuff. Just while I'm here, don't forget all this sort of Jane Fonda-y type stuff. Yeah, she looked pretty good. It does work. So if you're just laying on the floor at home, nothing to do a few side leg raises while you're there. Again, maintain the core strong, hand in front for support so that your hips are stacked nicely on top of each other, okay? But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the weight onto my knee. So now I'm working this side of my waist, okay? Whether your arm is up here, keeping a nice line from fingertip through to elbow, that's cool. Hand here, but try not to put it in front here so that you're there. We want to bring the chest square, okay? You can add a challenge, of course, adding your feet or coming up onto toes. Okay, you've got that. You've also got your hovers. Elbows sitting directly under your shoulder. One of the main things people often make a mistake is those elbows are too far forward and they're trying to go here. We need to be elbows over shoulders, elbows under shoulders, okay? From here. You can move forward and challenge, only coming back though as far as shoulders. So that can be done on the knees or the toes. You can even walk with your knees or try balancing with one knee and swap it over. Lots of things you can challenge. The main thing you want to focus on is keeping the chest open so we're not hunched in here. Keep the chest open, belly on strong, and keeping that tail lower than your shoulders or level with your shoulders. I reckon that gives you a damn good lot of exercises. Don't forget, if you're not comfortable on your elbows, you could always be on your hands in a plank, doing all that same stuff. I reckon that should give you enough fun for now. Keep fit, stay safe, have fun. Put on that music and get happening. Good on you guys. Thank you.